Is it time to buy or sell MindMed Subordinate Voting Shares stock? In this video, we are diving deep into MindMed Subordinate Voting Shares. Our initial report was published on our website on Friday, the 15th of August, 2025. And now we are here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You do not want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. Since the 9th of July, 2025, our system has categorized MindMed, also known as MindMed, Subordinate Voting Shares, as a hold or accumulate, assigning it a score of 0.71. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. Throughout this period, the stock has exceeded our expectations, achieving a remarkable gain of 24.48% since we first suggested purchasing MindMed Subordinate Voting Shares 28 days ago. This translates to an average return of 0.87% per day since it was designated as hold or accumulate. The stock is positioned within a broad and robust upward trend in the short term, indicating that further growth is likely. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential change of approximately 46.67% over the next 3 months, with possible returns ranging from 25.70% to 57.33%. In terms of the longer horizon, our 12-month analysis forecasts a projected change of 23.78%. Our calculations indicate that the stock's performance could fluctuate between negative 28.01% and positive 31.04% over the coming year. In practical terms, this would mean a future price within the range of approximately $6.92 to $12.59. Our latest daily update for MindMed, also known as MindMed, includes the headline, MindMed Inc. Subordinate stock price ended at $9.61 on Friday, after losing 1.13%. The MindMed Inc. subordinate stock price decreased by 1.13% on the last trading day, which was Friday, the 15th of August, 2025, dropping from $9.72 to $9.61. This marks the third consecutive day of decline. During the last trading day, the stock fluctuated by 3.83%. Reaching a low of $9.39 and a high of $9.75. The price has increased in 6 of the last 10 days and has appreciated by 13.86% over the past 2 weeks. Notably, the trading volume also declined on that day, which is a positive indicator, as volume should typically align with stock movements. On the last trading day, the volume decreased by 67,000 shares, with a total of 801,000 shares traded, amounting to approximately $7,690,000. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price was $10.49, while the lowest price was $4.70. Currently, the price is 8.39% or 88 cents below the 52-week high, and 88.90% or $76.94 below the all-time high reached on the 27th of April, 2021, when the price peaked at $86.55. MindMed is regaining attention as investors analyze the progress of late-stage trials, a mixed earnings report, and new hiring incentives. The company reports that its 3 crucial Phase 3 programs for MM120 ODT in generalized anxiety disorder and major depressive disorder are moving forward, fostering renewed hope that a path to commercialization may be possible if regulators remain receptive. This optimism has led to an upgrade in buy ratings and increased investor interest, with observations highlighting a more positive sentiment compared to 5 years ago. However, on the other hand, the second quarter results revealed a significantly wider generally accepted accounting principles loss than analysts had anticipated, and the company continues to experience cash burn. Management has also issued numerous inducement grants in recent months, including hundreds of thousands of options and tens of thousands of performance shares, which could dilute equity if performance targets are achieved. In the short term, expect increased volatility. Updates from trials, quarterly reports, and signs of dilution are likely to cause sharp movements in the stock price. Over the long term, successful outcomes in Phase 3 trials and favorable shifts in regulatory policies could result in substantial gains. Conversely, clinical challenges or ongoing cash shortages could significantly lower the stock price. Analyst ratings. On Monday, the 16th of September 2024, it was reported that Canaccord Genuity assigned MNMD a buy grade alongside a hold action. On Wednesday, the 5th of June 2024, it was reported that RBC Capital rated MNMD as outperform with a hold action. On Monday, the 13th of May 2024, it was reported that Oppenheimer gave MNMD an outperform grade with a hold action. On Wednesday, the 16th of November 2022, it was reported that RBC Capital rated MNMD as outperform with an initialize action. On Friday, the 26th of August 2022, it was reported that Oppenheimer assigned MNMD an outperform grade with an initialize action. Analysts have assigned MindMed, also known as MindMed, Subordinate Voting Shares, a general sell rating. The price-to-earnings ratio has been rated as strong sell, alongside a sell rating for the price-to-book ratio. Regarding return on investment, analysts have also categorized the stock with a strong sell rating. The following signals have been identified from MindMed, also known as MindMed, regarding its subordinate voting shares. The subordinate stock of MindMed currently holds a sell signal from the short-term moving average. However, in contrast, there is a buy signal from the long-term average. Since the short-term average is positioned above the long-term average, this results in a general buy signal for the stock, indicating a positive outlook. Should the stock experience further gains, it will encounter resistance from the short-term moving average at approximately $9.90. Conversely, if the stock declines, it will find support from the long-term average, which is around $8.79. A breakthrough above the short-term average will trigger a buy signal, while a decline below the long-term average will activate a sell signal. Additionally, some negative signals have been issued, which may impact the short-term developments. A sell signal originated from a pivot top point on Tuesday, the 12th of August, 2025, resulting in a decrease of 5.32% so far. Further declines are projected until a new bottom pivot is established. Moreover, there is currently a sell signal from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, also known as MACD. The trading volume has decreased alongside the price during the last trading day, which mitigates the overall risk, as volume typically aligns with price movements. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving average convergence divergence, sell signal. Pivots, sell signal from 4 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal from 39 days ago. Short-term moving average, sell signal from 3 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 32 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal from 28 days ago. If we look at the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, sell signal from 12 days ago. The long-term moving average, buy signal from 33 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal from 55 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to find more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for MindMed Subordinate Voting Shares. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $8.88 and $7.60. There is an inherent risk involved when a stock tests a support level. If this level is broken, the stock may then decline to the next support level. In this case, MindMed Inc. subordinate finds support just below today's level at $8.88. If this level is breached, the next support from accumulated volume will be at $7.60 and $7.30. This stock experiences average daily movements, and with good trading volume, the risk is considered medium. Over the last day, the stock fluctuated by $0.36 between its high and low, or 3.83%. For the last week, the stock has shown an average daily volatility of 4.55%. Before we dive into the possible good trading levels for MindMed or MindMed subordinate voting shares, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, the price-to-earnings ratio, often referred to as the PE ratio. This crucial ratio measures a company's current share price relative to its earnings per share. A negative PE ratio indicates that the company has negative earnings or is losing money. Even established companies go through downturns, often due to factors beyond their control. However, consistently negative PE ratios may signal insufficient profit and potential bankruptcy risks. In other news, the next earnings report for the third quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 6th of November, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates are at negative 50 cents. Keep a close watch on these figures, as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for MindMed, also known as MindMed, specifically focusing on its subordinate voting shares. In the event of an upward trend, the first resistance level for MindMed subordinate voting shares is at $9.64. If you do not currently own any shares, you might consider waiting for this level to be surpassed before entering a position. For those who already hold the stock, this could serve as a point to think about for swing trading. On the downside, MindMed subordinate voting shares faces its first support level at $8.88. If this support level holds firm, it could present a favorable entry point with the expectation of a rebound. The combined average rating for MindMed, also known as MindMed, subordinate voting shares from various analyst sources is categorized as sell. Now let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 25th of June, 2025, Sullivan Mark executed an insider sale of 11,491 shares of common shares. On the same date, Carlin Daniel executed an insider sale of 7,848 shares of common shares. On that same day, Barrow Robert conducted an insider sale of 26,491 shares of common shares. On the 12th of June, 2025, Krebs Andreas executed an insider purchase of 75,187 shares of stock options granting the right to buy. On the same day, Valone Carroll A executed an insider purchase of 75,187 shares of stock options granting the right to buy. Analyzing the most recent 100 insider trades, we have determined that insider power is positive with a ratio of 76.489. In total, insiders acquired 4,701,537 shares and sold 427,953 shares in these 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $9.05, reflecting the decrease of 5.83%. This stock exhibits medium daily movements, indicating a medium level of risk. Additionally, there is a sell signal that emerged from a pivot top identified 3 days ago. Is MindMed, also known as MindMed subordinate voting share stock, a good buy? MindMed Inc. subordinate holds several positive signals. However, we do not find these sufficient for a buy recommendation. Currently, it is advisable to consider it as a hold candidate, meaning to hold or accumulate shares while awaiting further developments. After analyzing the volatility and movements for the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Monday, August 18th, we anticipate that MindMed subordinate voting shares will open lower by approximately 2.67 cents, starting at $9.58. We remind you that trading involves a significant risk of losing money, and it is advisable to consult with a financial advisor prior to buying or selling any securities. You should not base your investment decisions solely on information from StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day from all of us here at Stock Invest.